You also mentioned that it's not very difficult to form a Verein oneself if one wants to do so, right?
Yes. It is quite some administrative work. So if you're not shying away from some German administration and bureaucracy, then yes, you can do that. I think all it needs is 6 people. I think that is the minimum. So you have to name those people and you have to elect a board and a chairperson of this Verein. And every Verein has a Satzung, like a constitution, in which it defines, yeah, the activities that they do and most especially the purpose for what this Verein has been founded. Um, and this is important because a Verein, I mentioned before, if they are officially registered, if they are an e.V., eingetragener Verein, then they can accept donations. So unlike a company, they cannot amass capital and they cannot do big businesses, but they are allowed to take donations for their cause. And they have to submit a financial report every year as well. But for that, they don't need to pay any tax. So this is why it is useful sometimes to found a Verein. If you have a certain purpose and a goal that you want to reach, and you are maybe looking for sponsors as well, then a Verein is maybe a convenient form of legal organization to realize all of that. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Very interesting and very good to know. I mean, so many people have great ideas and also some support from their friends.
Yes.
So they can also surely expand their idea by thinking of registering it as a Verein and getting more support that way. And really, I think everybody is welcome to do that, right? It is not only limited to somebody coming from Germany itself. I think one needs to check perhaps the formalities and the
Yes.
laws clauses.
There are
Yeah.
even websites we can recommend maybe. We can put the
Mm-hmm.
links in the paper later. That
Sure.
are helping how to found a Verein and yeah, all the
Sure.
things that you need to know.
Right, right, right. And it also reminds me something you wrote to me 2 days ago, that there's also Deutsch-Indischer Verein, for example.
Yes.
So,
I found that during my research. I wasn't even sure if you know it already or not. It seems to be a big Verein in Germany that has departments in each big city. So that might be also really interesting for Indian experts to check out, because I think because they call themselves, if I'm not wrong, they call themselves Deutsch-Indische Gesellschaft. So they really focus on the relationship, I believe, and on cultural exchange and many, many things, I believe. So
right, right.
and a good link as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. I think in similar ways, several countries, people from several countries residing in Germany have taken this Vereins initiative. So I also came across Vereine to promote African German relationships, and also from Afghanistan, people
Yes, yes.
I hear who've done the same thing, and from several other countries. So, um, yeah, I guess we've got some very important information and a lot of motivation from you, Svenja, not only to do sports, but also be a part of Vereine organizations. Yes, again, to just sum it up, you spoke about several Vereine, cultural Kulturvereine,
Mhm.
just so that, when one is looking in the internet, you can look for Kulturvereine and see what are the options. Or Kunstvereine if you are interested in arts, or Musikvereine if you want to
Mhm.
know and learn more about music. Sportvereine, of course, and you could see what are the options there if something matches your interest. And if you have a little different interest, then uh, Kaninchen sucht, right? Verein,
Yeah.
something where, yeah, where one is
That was
engaged with
that
rabbits.
was just one example, but there are many, many
Yeah,
things like
yeah,
that. Yes. Very
right.
specific
I
things sometimes.
I came across Katzenfreund,
Yes,
Freunde, something like
yes,
that. So for cat lovers.
yes. Very much
So yeah,
possible.
Yeah. So one can also be a part of Umweltschutzvereine, Naturschutz, and there is just so much. Also, some Vereine focus only on children and their activities. So there is a lot which can help us integrate better because yes, and coming back to German, ich denke, es gibt keinen besseren Weg für die Integration als mit Menschen in Kontakt zu kommen und den Kontakt zu pflegen durch eine sinnvolle Aktivität.
Yeah,
Und Vereine bieten uns das. So, yeah, Svenja, yes, thank you very much for your time. Anything you would like to add? Anything which we missed out you think is important?
no, thank you so much for having me. And even I myself found it so interesting to for this talk to think about how actually German Vereinsculture is working and what it must look like to non-Germans and who are new in our country. So, and I just wish and hope that this helps some people maybe to find, like you said, you put it very nicely, like a very maybe a purposeful activity that they care about and that they can engage with Germans as well. That would be beautiful. Yeah. So I wish all of the listeners
Yeah.
many good experiences.
Right. Yes, thank you so much, Svenja. And yeah, we have engaged with Svenja previously in a Fanprost activity rather. So Fanprost is something we do once in 2 weeks where we call an expert and they share with us about their expertise. Svenja spoke to us about hiking in Germany and that will also be shared on our app. And also in the future, we will invite Svenja for outdoor sports and other topics. She has a lot to share with us, just like she did today. So thank you very much for your time once again. We hope the listeners, also unsere Zuschauerinnen und Zuhörerinnen, haben heute etwas gewonnen aus unserem Gespräch. Und wenn Sie Feedback für uns haben oder Vorschläge für uns haben, schreiben Sie uns bitte an hello@himidipi.com. Hello, HELLO, at HimiDipi, HIMIDIPI.com. Und ja, noch einmal vielen Dank, Svenja. Und vielen Dank an alle, die uns hören oder ja, also alle Zuschauerinnen und Zuhörerinnen. Und bis zum nächsten Mal.
Tschüss.
Tschüss.